the downtown east side. That sure was some action on the street, April.
Yes, yes. It was really an eye-opener to see what was happening right in the heart of our neighborhood.
But it's important to recognize that there's a real good cause for all of this. So to give you a bit more background on the statistics, we've got two guests, Tami, Starlight, and Wendy Pedersen from the Carnegie Community Action Project, and they'll tell you what a need there is for social housing in the downtown east side. There's actually more people on the street than there was last year. So here's Sid Tan talking to Tami and Wendy.
Hello and welcome to Access TV. I'm Sid Tan and we're here shamelessly promoting our friends and community. And two of our favorite friends from our favorite community are here. Tami Starlight of Peguis ancestry, Cree I believe, and a longtime downtown east side activist, and Wendy Pedersen, a longtime downtown east side resident and activist, and we're here to talk about gentrification. First, thank you for coming to the show, Tami and Wendy.
Thanks, Sid. I'd like to acknowledge that this interview is taking place on Coast Salish territory, the Tsleil-Waututh, the Squamish, and the Musqueam nations, respectively.
Thank you very much, Tami.
For sure.
And first, I'll start off with the questions. I just want to know, on this gentrification that is going on, no one can deny that it's happening in the downtown east side. What is the Pigeon restaurant have to do with this?
It's the line in the sand. It's the fault line between the west side of the downtown east side and the east side of the downtown east side, which is much more low income, and the west side is much more high income. So we're basically, we see gentrification ramping up and getting faster and faster and faster, and no recommendations or levers or policies in place to help slow that down. So we're basically picketing it to bring attention to everybody that we possibly can that this needs to be addressed.
On the picket, I understand Wendy has been sort of on the front line of that to quite a bit, certainly pretty much the face of the pickets all over the place in the media. And I just want to know if you could tell me, how did you come to the action? Picketing seems to be extreme action, and that's where we are, right?
Yeah, that is where we are, Sid. And I really don't want to do a picket, and I don't want to turn customers away from businesses in the downtown east side. But this, as Tami said, it opened up on a fault line. Right there at Carroll Street, this glitzy restaurant opened up with its shiny windows, looking at people were eating $25 plates of food, looking at the poorest people in Canada across the street in Pigeon Park. So we figured this is where we're going to dig our heels in. And right around that place, there's new condos coming, and the city isn't listening to what the community has been calling for. We need 5,000 units of social housing in the downtown east side to make up for the loss of housing that we are losing because of high-end condos and high-end restaurants. When restaurants like Pigeon move into the downtown east side, they send a signal to the developers, to the real estate, that this neighborhood is for sale and it's changing. And that fuels more speculation and it drives up the rents. So last year alone, we lost 450 units to rent increases in the downtown east side. The year before that, we lost 450 units to rent increases. Homelessness has gone up in the downtown east side from 750 people last year to 850 this year. These are the city's numbers. And the city of Vancouver, Mayor Robertson, Carrie Jang, etc., are giving the impression that the housing is under control for low-income people, and it is not. We need 5,000 units of housing, and we're willing to shut down restaurants in order to get it. And that's a rash action, and it's not popular, and it's risky because we could be losing public sympathy, but we are begging, and we've spent 10 years. We've gone to every meeting at the city. We've done reports. We've done research. Everything that we could do, we've jumped through every hoop, and it's time to bring this fight into the street.
If I can say this, if it's any help, popularity and justice are often different.
Yes.
And in this case, what I can see, and see if I have this right, what we were talking about now in front of Pigeon Restaurant is to some extent